and gentlemen, this is Wrestling Talk. And you know my boy Will Davis and myself, we always do a little wrestling talk. But today we bring Conrad over to, throw a little spice in there because,
A little hint.
Well, maybe to help his guys.
Help his guys? What do you mean his guys?
Because my guys always constantly win every time.
Constantly.
Didn't Cody Rhodes win at WrestleMania?
See, you're living in the past right now.
The
You know what
past.
I'm
But
saying?
you said always, so that's literally the past.
It sounds like you guys got a lot of bad blood here.
Listen, I don't.
No,
No, it's just
he's just wrong.
he just thinking little Cody Rhodes is the star and
No. I'm not the hugest Cody Rhodes fan. I'm just saying when I pick him right.
Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but we'll get to him soon. Of him losing his belt. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I don't see it happening until next year.
I don't know, but we're gonna speak about a little bit about WWE Bad Blood. Little rumors that I've been seeing on Instagram with
Who's gonna jump ship?
Impact and the switching of Impact and all this on NXT. So there's a lot, too much to cover.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oof.
But we definitely wanted to hit Bad Blood because it's a lot of rumors coming back. First of all, let me start with one of the rumors of Jimmy coming back. They saying that he's supposed to come back. His injuries is clear. He put on Instagram himself. See you guys soon. They seen him in the at the gym. So maybe he come back.
How did Jimmy get injured? For those people that aren't watching at home,
I think it was a leg, right?
Yeah, he had a leg injury at one of those.
Yeah.
Was it when he fought his brother, or was it the pay-per-view after?
It was a pay-per-view after, and it was like when he fell off the.
It happened in the match. Yeah. But no, there was that one because Jimmy's not the only one that's supposed to be coming back.
And that's his first injury, right?
First major injury.
Yeah, he never got injured like that.
He's been injured before. I think part of why Jay got that initial push is that Jimmy was out on injury.
Right.
And so that was
that's right.
That was his first injury, but he wasn't out as long. And they gave Jay that push and made it, you're going to be the next in line and all that based off of Jimmy's injury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But he's not the only one said, because they said Jimmy might come back for Bad Blood, but Seth Rollins came back.
Yeah, he came back on Monday.
And they said that he may have some in-ring work done at Bad Blood this weekend. So we don't know if he's going to interfere in the match. If it's likely, it'll be the Drew McIntyre match. But it's very likely we'll see him at Bad Blood as well.
Yeah, because it seemed like he came back with a strike on the people that caused him.
Yeah.
So CM Punk was one of them. And, of course, I was going to say Braun Strowman.
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed was another one, but Bronson Reed was the one that injured him.
Yeah.
So he came back, gave him the stomp, gave Braun Strowman the win. But that was a credible match of itself. The ring broke, everything. It was crazy.
Nothing will be as big as Lesnar and Shawn.
Oh yeah.
That's the ultimate ring break.
Do you feel like they're overdoing that spot now?
That ring break?
The ring break, yeah.
Well, they're a little overdoing it, but with two big guys like that, you expect something to happen.
I don't feel like it's overdone because I can't say it's like something I see at every wrestling match, like when someone flies over the third rope. Right?
Yeah.
It's just something that after those two, like, I don't think it was expected when Show and Lesnar did it, right? Especially because more so than Show being flipped is Lesnar, and he is, but you're like, is he, because he's fit, heavy enough to break the ring? So it looked more like not that Show was heavy or Lesnar's heavy,
the
but
force
that Lesnar is so strong. He,
now, the force.
Now, instead of it looking like that, like even with Braun Strowman, he's strong. He's 300 plus pounds, but he doesn't look like Lesnar. And Bronson Reed, you're like, well, he looks like he's 500 pounds, and he's not. Yeah. So when they fall down, you're just kind of like, oh, two fat people broke the ring.
Yep. And that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
So, I mean, and I don't mean that to be offensive, but it doesn't carry the same impact as when that happened. Because I don't even think Lesnar and Show were the first to break a ring, right? It's just that the way it was done and how it looked natural. Lesnar has that whole mystique behind his strength and all that. That it came off very real, and especially in that I believe that's technically ruthless aggression. But from that era of attitude into ruthless aggression, before we get to like CW weekend stuff, a lot of that stuff, even as you break the veil and it's no longer like is it real or not? But just like those are two athletes and something incredible just happened.
And then I give it to the ref too because he played it.
Oh yeah, the way he
so
bumped,
well.
the way he bumped off the ring too.
And then when it collapsed the second time, he's so he did it so well that everyone didn't expect it. So and then they didn't tell the announcers, so they didn't expect it. The only ones that really knew was the ref and the wrestlers that were in it and the camera guys. But they didn't tell no one else, which is good when you don't tell the shockness.
Yeah,
because I don't think they need to tell the announcers every single thing.
Well, they usually don't actually.
Yeah,
they don't
even now they don't even tell who wins. Before they used to at least know who's gonna win, so they can be shocked. Right. Now they don't.
The beautiful thing about WWE is that over the years they've been able, like creative has been able to work directly with the wrestlers. So there are things at times where even the executives, like I guess now it would be Paul and Stephanie, right? They don't even know who's winning matches at times because the creative, they've been given control the last 15 years or so to really drive storylines, stuff like that. So Paul and them will be in the room and they'll be like, oh, these are kind of the ideas we're working with. They'll let their creative writers and whatnot kind of like take over. And then next thing you know, there are matches and surprises, guests that come, and like Stephanie's like, even I've been surprised because they'll hide stuff from me sometimes and be like, what the hell? So,
and I think that was a good thing when they gave them control, because sometimes as an owner, you'd be like, nah, my boy ain't losing. You know what I mean? Like, and you probably push it. So it was a good thing. But we're gonna find out. But let's hit Bad Blood. The first match I want to talk about is my girl Nia Jax beating Bayley. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first match. That's a given. Nia Jax takes it 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because she's not like most girls.
No, she's not.
She's not. She's built different.
She's built different.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
she's
so
a
is
Samoan.
Bayley,
Bayley's built different.
in my mind, in my dream, she's built the way she built.
Are you happy that Bayley got away from that whole smiling gimmick where she came out with the inflatable?
You know what? I can't even say that I care.
The hug?
The hugger, the hug, the hug face.
I don't care for Bayley being a villain or a hero as far as the bit. I'm still
right now she's like in the middle.
Well, yeah, no, because she's not really bad anymore since she got away from the Kabuki Warriors, right? It's just more so the Bayley to belly.
Yeah,
that's the finisher.
Hey, listen, but now she got a new finisher, but she does.
How's she gonna do belly?
Yeah, but how's she gonna do that to Nia Jax? Because she just built different and she's not like most girls.
Because what happens when you got that much thickness in the back is centrifugal force.
Triple the force.
She got that balance.
Yeah, she'll find a way.
Nia Jax got the belt in the back and in the front and in the middle.
The laws of gravity.
Listen, but if your girl Bayley wins, the hugs and whatever, the only way she's going to win is because Tiffany Time is going to come
and interfere.
I see Tiffany Time going to interfere.
Interfering, and it's going to backfire, and then 1, 2, 3.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to backfire. I think what would happen is that Tiffy interferes and takes the belt that she wants.
Yeah. Well,
she has the money in the bank.
If she's smart, she can interfere, make Bayley win, and then take it from Bayley, and she still saves her friendship.
No. Because
she didn't take it from Nia.
Nope. She's not saving the friendship because Nia put her hands on her, and I don't know if you
seen that face. You seen that face?
Right.
Oh.
If you saw Tiff on NXT,
that look she gave her. Yep.
She wants to take it from Nia.
Yep.
Her ego.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
And I'm not a Tiffy fan. I don't like Tiffy Time. I think Tiffy needs to go drink some tea and needs to stay out the ring. She's not that great in the ring. I'm sorry.
This is why I don't even understand sometimes why I do this with him. You know what I mean? Because come on, look at Tiffany. It's Tiffany Time all day in the dreams.
Tiffany time.
Tiffy can go back to the gymnastics rings, go get her a gold medal.
That's right.
She don't need the WWE
She's been flipping in my mind all day anyway. So it's Tiffany time.
Sounds like she's gonna take the gold on this one.
Hey, I think so. If she plays it off correctly, she will get the belt. Like everybody's saying, Nia or Bayley. No, check your watch.
It's Tiff.
It's Tiff time.
I honestly think Tiff is gonna. I was waiting for the moment, not even for Nia to turn on her, but for that this Tiff wanted the belt. You feel me? And that is the problem, because even if Nia didn't do what she did, but Nia is talking as if she's been afraid of Bayley. right? Which means that the way this match should go, Bayley should be taking her to the limit, if not winning the match, right? Which means that would be the moment for Tiff to interfere and just win everything. You know, even if let's say Bayley's about to get the 3 count, Tiff comes in, she doesn't get Nia the belt. She said she used the briefcase, she takes the money, and she pins and she wins, right? And she goes, "I did it for us," like you're saying,
right?
But she's not letting Nia. She's not gonna let Nia. She's taking the belt. She wants the belt.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be funny if like Bayley loses. This girl Nia has the belt. Someone comes in and hits Nia. She gets knocked out, and then hits Tiffany, gets knocked out, and put her on top of them.
I mean, hey,
you know,
if you look at NXT, you see how the current champion won the belt in the first place.
Oh yeah,
he got
knocked out,
kicked and fell on them.
Fell right on top of him.
Crazier things have happened in the WWE universe, so it's a possibility.
The WWE said they wanted to move up, so the Trick might be winning.
And no, if you just seen, did you see this week's episode NXT?
Mm-hmm.
So he just, this. If you haven't watched it, too bad. The spoiler alert: he took the belt back. So, watch that.
Hook. Watch that. Hook.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't trying to spoil it, bro.
Screw them. They need to be watching every single week like we do.
Exactly.
Well, maybe they'll wait for the weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Well. It already passed.
It was me, Austin. It was me. Oh, son of a bitch.
Can't take y'all nowhere.
I love Booker T when he said, "What?
What?
Whoop that trick."
All right now.
Oh,
he's going in.
He goes in. Let's go in. Well, the next one they have on this list is a big one. I think this is what Bad Blood is really meant for. The Cody Rhodes Roman versus the New Bloodline.
I will say I'm not excited for this because I really wanted them to hold off until War Games.
No, but see, I got a theory about that. I'm thinking that with the rumors that Jimmy's coming back, there's still one more cousin, which is I think Zilla, right?
Zilla.
That just got signed, but they haven't seen where they're gonna put him. So I'm thinking they're gonna come out right here with Blood, and then make it to
old Bloodline versus New Bloodline.
Right.
Yeah,
and this is gonna form here on Bad Blood.
I'm telling you, I wanted, and I think you're right, but I wanted Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
That is
maybe they might save that for Survivor Series.
Well, no, they added War Games to Survivor.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, but now it looks like it's going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Yeah, the old versus
tribal
the new.
chief.
Ooh. So wait, for those that aren't caught up to speed, what happened between? I just remember when Roman Reigns left for a while. How did he end up teaming up with Cody Rhodes?
Essentially, when he left, the Enforcer was left with Paul Heyman, right? So you have Solo Sikoa left with Paul Heyman. He brings in 2 more cousins, and then eventually Jacob, right? And then they become the New Bloodline with Solo saying he's a tribal chief, abusing Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman gets saved by CM Punk, but ends up leaving for a while. Roman just comes back and is just like, "You're wearing my necklace, bro." And now him and Solo are getting into it, and the only other person that really has beef with them on that level, right, has been Cody Rhodes, because while Roman's gone, Solo's saying, "I'm taking back the belt that belongs to my family." So now the 2 of them are teaming up against Solo and his Enforcer, Jacob, while the other 2 who are tag team champions don't really have a match this time. But
And that's kind of weird because with Street Profit and, well, I can't say the fake Legion of Doom is not really in play no more. Author of Pain.
Authors of Pain, yeah.
They're not really, but you do have tag teams, and then with New Day not knowing what's going on, so you can still get a tag team to fight these guys on Bad Blood.
So remember, the new format for WWE premium live events, since they don't do them on pay-per-view anymore, right? Is that they, instead of doing a whole night of 10 to 15 minute matches of all the stuff that's been building up, they specifically pick between 4 and 5. That could be a full 30 minutes. So out of all those stuff that's been going on, because there's tons of rivalries, right? They could have done stuff with Andrade, going back for the belt again. They chose the 5 most hellacious relationships. So that's why this tag team is not featuring the titles versus whatever, because you also remember, so you got Survivor Series coming up, you got Elimination Chamber coming up, before we even get back to the road to WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying? So they still got some more bigger, I think I would say bigger, you know, because October's PLE has always been up in the air. Remember, it used to be the Halloween Bash, right? And now that became an NXT event and whatnot. So Bad Blood is relatively new, you know, it's not Vengeance Day anymore, right? So you know, they want to just focus on the stuff like Nia Jackson Bailey. That's been building for a while, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're getting part 3, the official part 3 to CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre to settle that score.
It's supposed to be the final.
That's
The
been,
final. I
That's
was
been
gonna
going
say,
on all freaking year, right? You got.
But that story itself was supposed to end a while ago, but then CM Punk got hurt.
Yeah, that's why it's
that
been
man built like
Yeah, he ain't built.
He's built like Mr. Glass.
Mr.
You know.
Glass. He's a glass cannon if I ever saw one myself.
That guy gets hurt a lot.
See why he didn't make it in the UFC?
Yeah, well.
Oh no, that's because he actually couldn't fight.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. But you know, that's why when he fights, they turn off the AC because the wind might blow him away. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
I really wanted to see him fight Jason David Frank, God rest his soul.
Yeah,
that would have been hilarious because JDF was a real, you know, real fighter.
But I think Roman and Brody does not. It's not gonna get it. It's not gonna get it.
I feel like this match will turn around because Jimmy will be coming back, interfering without the other two realizing it, and saving the day for his cousin,
True.
the true tribal chief.
He could be, yeah. And then, you know, we got the new champion. He'll probably come back because his twin brother's back. It could happen. Or, this is an or, somebody from the new bloodline betrays them.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
You never know.
Ooh.
Because, what's his name? Taboo? What's his name? The enforcer? The new enforcer? Jacob?
Yeah.
He might be the one to, you know, because remember, Cody's been trying to put a wedge in between them for so long, but he might be the one that be like, I know who the real tribal chief is, and I was just in there because he sent me in. That would be a cool.
And then it would be 3-on-3?
Yeah, that would be a cool thing there.
That'd be all right.
Because you never would see that coming. You put a spy in there, and here it goes. This guy's like, oh, yeah, he's my cousin. He's with me. I love you, tribal chief. All this time, he's been a spy. That would be a good, well, you know, now the writers are watching our show.
Yeah, they're going to.
Wait. Pause that. What he said? No, but that would be a good twist.
So then what do you do with Zilla, who you just brought back, and what do you do with, do you just leave Jay out the bloodline now? That's he left?
Well, Jay is out, right? And, you know, he has his championship and everything. Just keep Jimmy in there with Zilla.
Bring back Sami Zayn.
Yeah, right.
He's the bloodline MVP. I don't care what anybody says.
Do you feel like he should have won the title or no?
Honestly, out of everybody who took out Roman Reigns, right? I think it would have been amazing if somehow WWE was able to pull in Kenny Omega.
Okay.
I would have loved if they finally gave Shinsuke that thing that he deserved. But out of everyone who could have likely won it, out of all the opponents he actually faced, I think the biggest pop wouldn't have been Cody Rhodes. It would have been a Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Sammy or Jimmy? No. I mean, or Jay, I'm sorry.
No, I think Sammy
it was. Everybody was behind. Everybody was behind Sammy.
Yeah.
No, everybody was behind Sammy. Everybody wanted to know if he was actually going to turn on the tribal chief.
That would have been the most craziest one there.
I think they missed.
And then let Kevin Owens take it from him.
I
love when they fight over belts.
That whole NXT feud come back again. You know.
I mean, but that feud's been going on longer than NXT. That's what a lot of people forget. They've been almost hand in hand in most of their wrestling affiliations for 25
PWG Gorilla.
Yeah, like 25 years, bro. Like these guys they've come all the way up together. Honestly, together.
Yeah.
So
it's been a long feud where even, you know, with Randy Orton and Owens coming in, that's helps. But, you know, now Randy Orton and Owens is like pushing to the side, like, you know, since you wanted to go with Roman, we can't do what you. We got to do ourselves, you know. RKO is going to be in the business. I love that shirt though.
Oh,
you know?
the T.
The RK, and then we're Owens O.
Yeah.
RKO.
You know? So Randy Orton and Owens is going to be, but they need to get that belt. But stop with the bull crapping with Randy. Give him a belt.
Were you a fan of Kevin Owens adopting the stunner as his finisher?
Yes.
Yeah, and personally, I like him more because he had the goals and the honor to go to Stone Cold and say, "Can I use your stunner?" Not go and just use it, Which he said, "Go ahead," and he taught him a little bit. But Stone Cold told him, "Do it, but do it your way." Right. That's why he does it a little. He said on an interview with Bubba Ray, he does it a little bit funnier because he doesn't want to do it better. Because the one that's supposed to have it better
is Stone Cold.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to be overdoing it the way he does it. So that's why he does it a little like awkward. But that was his reasoning, in case you guys didn't know. But he had the okay from Stone Cold.
Yeah, I mean the real wrestlers will go, and if they're going to use someone else's signature move especially as their signature, it's not like something in their repertoire. They get permission. Like even the fact Damian Priest went back to using the Razor's Edge.
Yeah. Right?
He went back to using it after initially even when he used it beforehand, he got permission from Scott Hall to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that. And so now he truly does it in homage because, we no longer have Scott. Yeah. But
because he got it before he passed, but he never really used it.
No, he used it on NXT. Yeah. When he finally came with his other finisher, right, the Reckoning, the reason he stopped, now that one a lot of people don't know, he stopped it not because Cody Rhodes asked him. Because, they have two separate cutters. Right. The Reckoning did not exactly look like Crossroads, but they're essentially the same thing. Right? But he said, I didn't want to be doing the same finisher as someone else. And my thing is, they're bringing this guy back to be champion, and it's one thing when he's champion at another league and your champion and their champion have the same finisher. It's another when this guy's been doing it longer than me. He's Cody Rhodes, son of Dusty. And out of respect, you keep it. No, he said no executives came to me and said I had to change it. He said I did it because I wanted to make sure you don't confuse us. I don't want you to be saying I'm doing Cody's move and this and the third. So I went back to my old finisher. And went back to, and do it like that. He says, I'll use the South of Heaven and the Razor's Edge. That's it. And that's what he does. That's how he finishes all his matches now.
And I loved when, after Scott Hall came out, he changed his intro. And he started coming down. A lot of people that, again, we always say you got wrestling fans and wrestler fans. A lot of the wrestler fans didn't know what the hell he was doing. Wrestling fans, they already knew. That was Razor Ramon. He was, doing Razor Ramon. And then he came back with the Razor Edge.
Did he come out with the toothpick or no?
Oh, no.
That's too much.
But he did one match. He did go up and he looked up and he went. So it was like, that's his guy. He likes Razor Ramon. He looks a little like him. Hey,
the hair.
Yeah.
The hair.
And so he's the Latin guy, which Razor Ramon is
wasn't Latin. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, wait, wasn't Razor like not even Cuban? Yeah, he got it off his Scarface.
Well, he played it so well, everybody assumed he was Cuban.
That tan. That was the tan.
Definitely
the tan, the accent, everything. So he got it, but it's a lot of ways for the Bloodline story to kick off. But I think this is going to be the kickoff a new story of the Bloodline.
Yeah.
And which way it goes, we don't know yet, so you're going to have to find out.
Cody and Roman are winning.
See, but that's not going to happen, though.
No. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Bloodline. I'm going
Bloodline.
I'm going with the Bloodline.
He with me. Yeah. Bloodline. We're going to take it.
It's starting to look like a handicap match right now.
The NB is not being the OB.
Listen, acknowledge me.
The thing is...
Exactly.
It's going to be...
the real tribal chief.
No.
The 3-4-year champion.
The only way...
the new champion. Wait, who on the Bloodline right now has had a singles championship?
Listen, if...
Who? Wait, who?
Well, if
answer
you take...
that question.
Who?
Right, exactly. The only two people in that match that have a singles championship are on my side. So,
that's all right, though.
Remember that.
But look at it like this.
That's where it's going to start coming out. But if you take the tag teams and you put them separate, they got single... So,
but look at it like this.
I'm
but look at it like
I'm trying.
But look at it like this. If Cody and Roman win, it just stops the Bloodline in its tracks. Where are they going to go with that?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Remember,
it does.
The beautiful thing about wrestling isn't always who wins.
Yeah.
It's how they win. Right? And they've already established what's next because if Roman and Cody, right, win this match, they already said round 3.
Yep.
Right?
Ooh.
But round 3 can still be Solo Sikoa being like, who told you could ignore me? You got lucky because if they don't pin him, which is probably what will happen, it'll be Jacob, then he's like, I still want my shot. And he's going to find his way into or interfere and mess up that one-on-one matchup. And that's how you continue.
I think the way you can have Jacob start betraying, pin Solo. Because remember what Solo said? If you mess up, you have to be accountable for it.
Oof.
So if you got pinned, Jacob can be like, you got to be held accountable now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it came out of your mouth. That's why you said since Roman lost the belt and he got injured, he left, he has to be accountable and not be in the bloodline no more.
Ooh.
So if you get pinned, and you...
Yeah, because that's the other thing. When have we ever seen Solo beat Roman?
Never.
He just so happened to put on a necklace when Homeboy wasn't there.
Yeah. And I just... The only thing bad I can say about the Solo thing is they made him look a little more soft.
They let him speak.
Ooh.
I think that's what it was.
That's why they had Paul Heyman.
You know, you're
man.
running from people. When your guys get beat up, you're running from them. You were never that person. You were the one that they were holding back to try not to get in there, even if there was 5 people in the ring. So they made him a little soft on that story, but he should have been kept with the strong. But
he's
I guess
the street champ.
Well, I guess it's because they have Jacob and he's supposed to be enforcer. It would look
Bro,
funny.
they never even gave him the IC or United States. They had the Usos win tag team. Roman had the big belt, and they never gave even you know what? They didn't even do with the what was that? The Rhea's old stable.
Oh,
Judgment?
Right.
Judgment Day?
The Judgment Day, they were like, okay, Dom's not ready for a big boy title, so we'll give him the NXT one.
NXT
They didn't
one.
even do that for Solo Sikoa.
See,
and you think they're beating 2 WWE champions?
See,
Come on
this is the problem we have,
Yeah.
Conrad.
Come
This is the
on
problem.
now.
This is the problem I always have with him. He just said everything that points to the bloodline. Meaning the bloodline don't need these championships to win.
They
don't.
literally do.
They don't need it.
Who was Roman Reigns without the bloodline?
The lapdog of the Shield.
That's it. But then the Shield left. He was nobody again.
He was nobody.
He wasn't nobody.
He couldn't.
Won the title
He
by
wasn't.
himself.
That's all right.
Got screwed out of it. Then won it back.
This man couldn't even change out of his vest. He wanted to stay with the Shield.
You know what it is? Is he sounding like the Yankee fans?
Ooh.
Oh,
They
whoa,
still
whoa,
champions.
whoa,
They still champions.
whoa.
You know what I mean? They won a lot of championships. He's living in the past with
Don't you
Roman.
live
Yeah,
in the
sounds
past?
about.
See, that's not the point. I'm trying to make a point here.
What is, like he doesn't bleed pinstripes too.
I know, right?
What are you talking about?
But let's find out.
Let's find out.
That's gonna be a storyline that I really want to watch. Now, please, WWE, do not put it in the beginning. Put it towards the middle or something, or the main event,
It
or whatever.
should be the main event.
Yeah, it has to, built up.
Nah,
to it.
you know they're gonna give it to Nia and Bailey.
But women's championship, Rhea versus Liz Morgan, the dominant, the short one. The good things come in small packages.
She fine
I can
as
keep,
hell.
I can keep on going.
Forehead
and
and all, she a baddie.
Listen. Both of them are baddies.
Rhea used to be.
No.
What do you mean
but
used to be?
I mean, have you seen how gaunt she looked like the man that sings her song?
Body wise, she still look good, but all the tattoos and the piercing now, you lost me.
The tattoo, the piercing, the paleness.
But she gave me back when not this Monday.
Oh, when she
last
folded
Monday
the
when she
folding
jumped out of the ring, and the booty was just. Ooh.
Ooh.
She gave me back. When she wore those leather pants
whatever
it is.
I need Rhea to bring back the weight. She's looking a little too slim, a little too rich.
Well, she didn't lose the back. She didn't lose the back.
Are you insinuating that she's on Ozempic?
No, I'm saying she doing what all white women do when they got some thickness and slimming down. Is no. Stop hitting the gym and pick up the bucket of chicken. Damn it.
Yeah, she still look good, but who you got?
That one's really hard right there.
Okay,
I'm not talking about how you felt when you watched Liz. I'm talking about
which one I got.
which one you got. Which one you had?
I'm gonna go with Rhea.
I want to go with Liz. I kind of want to go with Liz.
I want Liz to win. I do.
Do.
But I feel like Damian Priest is not enough to carry, Rhea and this whole, we're a bad twin thing. So they got to give fans something. And so you got to give Rhea the belt. Because remember, Rhea never lost it. They're putting Dominic in a cage. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why WWE. That's the thing.
Is it gonna be above?
And then the thing about
the
it
shark cage.
Oh, the shark cage.
He's
Yeah,
supposed to be above the ring.
And then Rhea has a better chance of someone coming to help her
But who?
than anybody.
Because
than Liv Morgan.
You still got 3 other guys that could come out. You can, he can spit in your face.
Well, I don't.
He can be biting your ankles.
In most of these situations, right? We really don't have members from the Judgment Day hopping into more than one of the matches.
True.
So, are they gonna come out to help Liv, who kind of sort of is a member, or are they gonna come out to take down Damian later in the night?
Well, they can take 2 of
They
them.
could do both.
They can do 2, or the demon might come out. You don't know.
You know what? I've been missing the Demon.
I've been missing him.
I've been
too.
missing
I've been
him.
missing him.
I've been missing him, but
My son was a favorite fan. He does, and he was like, I miss when he used to come out like that.
yeah.
So, you know, who knows? But I think it's already time for Rhea to get the belt back,
Yeah, she never lost it.
and then give a belt to Damian Priest. So now they really be the twin. You
So
know,
Terror
basically, to solidify them as
Right.
the
But-
big.
But that's the
Terror
thing,
twins.
You can't give Damian another belt right now because you got Zayn versus Walter, right?
Oh, that's the next one I think I'm
Right.
going to talk about.
But the other belt just went to Jay, and who just helped out Damian Priest the other week?
Yeah.
Right. So Priest has to ride this "I'm a badass" thing until
For a
there's an
little bit.
opportunity, because
Unless
what,
they come
the-
out with a new
the
one.
last belt, no, the last belt that you have is let me talk to you.
Oh,
And that's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother
Oh.
fake ass.
But what
Anyway.
he needs is a tag team partner,
mm.
and they can take those
True.
would befriend Damian Priest. That's
the
the
real
question.
question.
Another tall guy, maybe, or somebody in his, or someone from AEW or Impact.
Mm.
It could be. But I think Liv is finally gonna lose it, even though I don't want to go there.
Mm.
But the storyline,
Has
the
to.
way it is
There's
is
not-
showing. But
There's not much for her to do.
yeah.
I mean, they haven't really built any other rivalry either.
Mm.
But I actually think she's going to stay with the belt, because then what is Liv going to do after the belt?
Yeah,
There's
that
no
is
really
true.
no story. At least Rhea still has a good story without
There's-
a belt.
Mm.
There's a lot of people who want revenge on Rhea. And one thing we know is that Charlotte's not supposed to be coming back until next year. Her injury was that bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
If you have Rhea hold down your women's division until Charlotte gets back, there goes your big WrestleMania moment.
Could be.
Mm.
But Liv's tour is not done yet, so she's going to keep on going.
Yeah.
She got
has
to.
to.
I mean, look,
got a
as
tour.
long as
She
they
has
keep her
to.
on screen every week, I think we all win.
Yeah. But
I'll leave that to your better judgment.
yeah. But that brings us to the Damian Priest and Finn Balor match. You know, this is a brother versus brother type of match, you know?
No, we did
So-
that. We saw that, and it did not work out well because we all got confused on who was who.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
is who?
So
Yeah, when
the
Jay and Jimmy fought.
and
Oh!
Mania.
Even, even the announcer. So Jimmy Jay bounced out on 2. I was
They
like,
didn't color code him?
they-
They
they-
didn't color code him?
Well,
Like,
one
I
had-
felt like their parents.
wait. Were they wearing the same tights? Like, what?
They wore the same pants,
Oh,
but the
man.
color shirts were different.
That's
you know.
terrible.
So when
But-
they're just moving around
That's
and wrestling, it's like,
terrible.
wait, which one was
You-
which at
you-
the start
you're
of the
like,
match again?
Wait,
Ooh.
Jimmy was the red one, right? No.
Oh, man.
But this has been like best friend type of thing, and now since he got betrayed, it's worked. So Damian Priest has been wanting to get his hands on Finn Balor for a while. So finally he will get this opportunity. Will he- But will he
Come back
do
as
it?
a demon?
He's not going to do it. Finn Balor is going to take the win. You know, he's going to make Damian Priest realize we didn't need you in the Judgment Day. You needed the Judgment Day.
I think we're gonna be surprised by a new member of the Terror Twins, and they're gonna be the Terror Triplets,
The Terror
Ooh.
Triplets? Ooh.
Okay, could be.
and that's gonna be Damian Priest winning.
It could be.
I
Could be.
gotta Sneaking submission. I feel like Bad Blood.
I kind of want to go with you on this one. I'm going with Damian Priest.
Bad Blood, I feel, is going to be a pay-per-view where we're going to see a lot of
new
people
stories.
come back. It's going to be an era of rebirth because Bad Blood is about ending old storylines, but you can't end something in an industry like wrestling without a new beginning.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're all new stories.
There's going to be a lot of reveals. There's going to be possibly Jacob can turn on him, right?
But that brings it back.
Whoa.
That brings it back. Who can be with Damian Priest?
Who's to say that it's not?
They can't have a short person because it's
Yes, they can. Ricochet was with Braun Strowman, so if you can do that,
true.
he also won with who?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss. So look, the size isn't what's matter. What is it? Who fits in that persona?
And it has to be a gothic type of person.
It has to be gothic. It could be punk. I feel like honestly, the perfect person is already in the new Wyatt family. It would have been the guy who doesn't talk with the blonde hair. He would have been perfect for it. However, I think when we're thinking about people, we're only going to be thinking about main roster. I feel like you could probably pull somebody up from NXT and use that as an opportunity to move them into the stable.
Trix Williams.
No. Do not. No. Leave Trick where he is at because they haven't even figured out exactly what to do with Carmelo Hayes.
I know, right?
Right, and I'm so mad about that.
Carmelo Hayes is so weird.
I want Carmelo Hayes to take the United States Championship so bad, just so bad. Because I don't know.
Because he's a cocky.
Do you not remember him as NXT champion?
Yes,
he was
that's what I'm saying.
the
he
best.
was so cocky, and then he changed it to him.
Him?
Yes, he is him.
Oh.
You know how when girls say I am her? He is him.
Oh man.
When you talk about who's that guy, that's him.
I'm him.
What's
him.
funny to me is the fact that when I grew up, if you called yourself him, it meant you were a clawed-head, red-headed villain on Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
But now it's a thing.
That was a thing when you say, "Yo, who's that?" That's him.
That's him.
So listen. Let's bring that back. But another rivalry that we were talking about earlier was the CM Punk versus Drew.
You already know who's winning this. That's the best in the world is winning this, and not because he should.
You call Drew McIntyre the best in the world?
No,
I like that.
No.
This guy is cool.
That is CM
I like
Punk.
that.
And it's just because WWE is catering to the fans right now, and the fans want Punk. And you know what?
They want Punk out.
No, they want Punk
so that's why Drew is going to win it.
Drew has to do it.
Damn well they want Drew to stop having any chance at a championship right now.
Listen.
The man has had more title opportunities than Jey Uso in the last 3 years. Okay?
I think someone needs a Claymore kick right now.
He's been the chosen one since the 80s or 90s. He's going to be the chosen one now.
And he's the chosen one to lose this match because the greatest in the world is who the fans want to. Look, people want CM Punk to win so that it propels them to have that match against Cody Rhodes they've been wanting.
Why?
You tell me. I don't know why. I
don't see CM Punk anymore as a main eventer.
And you know what? I agree.
I
didn't say I wanted. I said the fans want it. Check the forums. Check the audience even want the show. Look, CM Punk don't even need to be in the arena. They're chanting his name just to irk souls.
Yeah.
CM Punk is who is riding a hot wave right now.
Without a championship.
Without a championship.
That's
and Cody Rhodes has the belt that he wants. And I know that the WWE may want Reigns versus Cody. But the fans want CM Punk. And now if we're talking about, we got Survivor Series on the corner. We got War Games coming up, right? You got the Bloodline storyline built in to have Bloodline versus Bloodline in some way, shape, or form, be it 3s or 4s. So who's fighting Cody? The answer is CM Punk because fans do not want Drew McIntyre. If CM Punk walks out of this rivalry, who's the next on his list to fight? You either got Seth Rollins, who we don't know what they're doing with at the moment yet because he was out on injury and they have to develop storylines. So they're going right off of Get Back Who Got You. Right. CM Punk could be on the list, don't get me wrong. But people want CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. And the best way to make that happen is to give him the push over McIntyre. Because
I'll give you that.
Shouldn't have won the rope match, but he did, right? And so now you got to ride that wave, and now there you go. You get that.
And then he loses against Cody Rhodes.
He loses against Cody Rhodes, and Reigns wins out the Bloodline, and now you have Reigns versus Cody Part 3 WrestleMania. Boom! All of that lines up together.
But doesn't CM Punk still want his WrestleMania moment?
He does.
That's the thing.
Well, he can have a moment in buying a ticket.
The tribal
get a ticket.
the tribal chief. I'll give you that. I hope so. I hope so.
See, he goes right back to Solo. He goes
I said the tribal chief, not the fat one.
No, you talk. The only way the tribal chief will be the tribal chief if the rest of the social old people that get social security and they get that OTC card.
Hey, look. When Roman Reigns got the necklace, was he not blessed by the elders?
Okay, I'll give you that. He was blessed.
Solo Sikoa got the necklace, was he not blessed by Paul Heyman? Who is the real tribal chief?
Well, was he blessed by Paul Heyman? No, right?
No, he was just given to it by Paul Heyman. That's kind of my point. The elders of the tribe, who have passed away now, gave Roman the status of tribal chief. Ain't nobody gave Solo. He took a necklace when the tribal chief was ill.
Yeah, that's true.
And he did, and
then when he actually told him to put the necklace in and say he's the tribal chief, he was like, nope.
Exactly.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, the wise men never willingly gave him the necklace. So you can't even say it was given to him by the next. No, the wise men never gave it to you. You weren't blessed by the elders. It wasn't given by Roman himself. You pretty much had a coup, right? And now that the real tribal chief is back, every time he comes, make sure you snatch that necklace and run because it's not yours. He knows he hasn't deserved it yet.
He fought Roman for it, so now.
If he at least beat Cody Rhodes to say, I beat the guy you couldn't, I could give him the status of tribal chief respectfully.
Yeah.
But his last opportunity, did he not live?
See? But he puts his finger up way better than Roman, so he's the tribal chief.
But he don't put it up as good as the Usos.
Yeah. And that brings me back to Jay winning the belt, which was kind of
about time.
But it was one of those, like, okay.
I
I was more excited, finally.
I said,
finally they give him
the
something.
only person who could rival Drew McIntyre in title chances has been Jay.
Yeah.
He is main event Jay Uso because of the number of main events he's lost competing for one title or another.
No. But he always sparks,
interest.
And then when he came on Monday, his entrance was almost like an Undertaker entrance, mad long. He comes in, everybody was happy, the sparks and everything. This was deserving of 14 to 15 years of waiting. But he was not really waiting because he was a tag team champion. But finally they gave him a belt because he's been fighting 2-3 years maybe.
I think at least the last 2 years. The issue has really been WWE has invested in the Usos as a tag team. Right?
Yep.
How long was Jimmy going to be out? What were we doing with the bloodline? There really wasn't granted, there were opportunities, but storyline-wise, long run, is there an opportunity for either one of the Usos to really go solo?
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
and that's kind of been the thing. So now that you separated them off of shows, one's not even on TV. You're really looking at one Uso now. No relation to Roman, no relation to the bloodline. Like, they've completely removed them from that. Their last-ditch effort just to see how fans would react was when Jimmy came out of nowhere and screwed him for a title. Right? Because his last
again,
right? Because the last reason he hasn't won the belt several times is because his brother kept interfering, right? But now the brother's not there. Roman already said leave it be. The fans were happy about it. I think WWE feels safe enough to invest. Because at the end of the day, like we all know,
he's still on a high rise.
He's on a high rise. Because I mean, look, I'm not a huge fan of him, but if you look at your United States champion, he put in how many years of work through how many leagues. We don't got to be the greatest fan of him ourselves, but there's an audience for him. Yeah. There's a fan base for him. And honestly, there were people who were disappointed when he didn't beat Roman. Why not give him your secondary title?
Yeah. I don't know who those people are, but him beating Roman would have been sickening.
Yep.
I mean, I think
it would have been.
I think we're a little too old. I mean, the only person who really left in WWE, actively weekly with the credentials to beat Roman Reigns, surprisingly enough, The Miz.
Yeah. Oh yeah, The Miz. Yep.
And the good that
3-4 time, Triple Crown
Yep,
champion. Whatever
the only one that
The
has
only
3.
one,
You know what I'm saying? Like this man, we really sleep on the fact that he's been world heavyweight champion 3-4 times,
And he
IC championship
Yep.
8-9 times.
And then he's
Right.
also won at WrestleMania against John Cena.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
something that nobody can say.
Mhm.
Very few in
Very
heart. Very
The
few
Rock
can
can
say.
The Rock, yeah.
The Rock.
But
that's The Rock.
speaking of the Miz, Monday he
One heel.
went heel.
One heel.
Kicked. He had enough of R-Truth putting him in matches that he didn't want. You put him with the author of pain,
Oh.
like,
You know what, though?
and then he said it was against A-Pup.
You know what though? When is the Miz? Because like the Miz has done everything,
Yeah,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
All he hasn't done is leave WWE, and honestly, I'm glad for it. But they don't really have much left for him to
Yeah.
do. So when is the Miz best?
As
When
a
he's
Marine.
as a heel.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Miz was never a heel. He was always just that obnoxious person that.
Everybody just
But
hated
now
him.
He
he
wasn't
actually,
malicious.
right?
Yeah.
Actually, now he went heel.
Ooh.
Like he's actually upset and pissed off at the world,
At
mostly at
yeah.
R-Truth.
No, not just R-Truth. He's
Yeah,
mad at
everybody.
everybody.
What's
he's
up?
mad. He's mad. No, essentially, he's Randy Orton, but doesn't get the accolades.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what a lot of people.
Yeah.
He has more championships overall than Randy Orton, but people sleep on him. Randy Orton though is the Viper. He's the this. He's the that. People are afraid of him. But the Miz, you think of me as a clown.
Yeah. And then during the match, this guy kept talking to him on the side of the match, and he was like, and you could see that he was getting
Yeah.
frustrated. And so now everybody's asking, what was the conversation about? Because he kept pointing to R-Truth. You see, he's nobody. He's doing nothing. And like he was getting into his head
Ooh.
that when he got into the ring, he just looked at R-Truth and kicked him. So maybe he'll join Authors of Pain.
I don't think
Maybe.
so.
I don't think Miz is that type of person.
Yeah,
The last person he joined was what was his name?
R-Truth. He just
No,
kicked him.
oh yeah. I was thinking of what's his name? The guy from Eminem. John Morrison.
Don Morrison.
John
Yes.
Morrison. You remember them?
Dang,
Yeah.
Eminem. Oh, what's
Yeah.
Melina these days?
Melina.
Bro, she's still
But you
doing
think
it?
about it, R-Truth and Number is the longest besides Usos to be tag teams. Because they never broke up.
That's true.
They just stopped.
yeah, they
You
stopped
know?
out of nowhere.
And then now they came back. That's why they became the longest tag teams. And then they finally broke up. But speaking of longest tag teams, we got the New Day.
They have the most tag team championships of all
But
time.
are they going to be breaking up?
You know
It's
what?
going towards that
I
section.
kind of hope so. It's kind of. I think
No,
it's.
But
I think
It
it's.
contradicts what they said on their podcast when they said they would never break up the New Day. It's in their contract as well, but then their contract has expired. So maybe that they said if you want a new contract, this is how it's going to be.
I feel like what they're gonna do instead is give a push, not to
Kobe.
Kofi, right?
To Xavier?
They gotta
To Xavier.
Because that's the thing. Everyone in the
Xavier
New Day-
was the lowest in
He
the
was.
New Day.
I mean, even when he came in, his character was the snot-nosed brat, intelligent guy. right?
Oh yeah.
He's become a fan favorite more so because of outside of wrestling.
Yeah.
stuff,
Up, down, down.
Yeah.
right? And well, he have got that because he was a fan favorite.
Right.
Let's be real. He was very much the fun member of the New Day. Because he didn't have to wrestle as much as the other two.
Yeah,
Let's be
because
real.
remember when he first
had
came
the
out,
saxophone.
that's all he was
Yeah.
doing.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is that he finally won King of the Ring. That went nowhere to a solo career yet. But
Yeah, because they didn't even really call him king for a
they
long time.
they all won
So-
King of the Ring, right? He's the only one not to hold the heavyweight championship. I don't remember the last time he even held something like the IC or US championship.
No, it was a long time.
It was
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
long time ago.
So
I even think it was before he became New Day that he had a single.
he had a single title. So I think you literally have to look and see is that if they want to keep the New Day, they have to build up Xavier Woods' solo wrestling credentials.
Or they want to build them up where, like
I mean,
Kobe
they-
said,
it looked like
we
they
got to
put him
find
as a
out.
third member.
Right, let's find out where are we going wrong, and then get that connection back again, and they win.
All they're missing is a third member.
I feel like it would be an interesting take if they both separate it and one of them blames the other one for what happened to Big E. That'd be a lot interesting.
never-
Or Big
Well,
E
yeah.
Big E comes in and says enough is enough.
Yeah.
We're gonna win
Oh.
this, and now Big E becomes their manager.
The manager? I think that's more
you know,
possible.
and then brings the funny stuff that they used to do and bring them to love wrestling again, and maybe they'll start winning again.
I mean, at the end of the day, no tag team, not even the Usos, has more championships than them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right? So, look, Kofi Kingston isn't Kofi Kingston the way we remember him.
Yeah.
Right? He's done a lot of errors. He's not pulling off the acrobatics no more.
He's not Jamaican anymore.
He's
not Jamaican anymore.
He's not
Jamaican
the first to go.
He's not Jamaican anymore.
At the end of the day, I think they're a tag team that has to go downtrodden. Because remember, this happened to Street Profits too. That has to go downtrodden before they make one last run with the belt. Because, I mean, I don't think we're looking at another 5 years in the New Day. I don't.
No.
If we're gonna do another run, I think they should have one more belt run, and like I said, you gotta build up Xavier Woods' solo credential because he is younger, and he has a chance to make that whole 5 years, not injury prone, things like that. Give him a shot.
I just want them to be doing a shocker in these writings, like give them the belt, like they won the belt, and then Kobe kicks him and says, I just wanted to show you that with me we could have won the belt. And then give up the belt. Like something shocking.
But do you remember why they formed the New Day?
They needed tag teams, first of all.
No, that was the main reason. The main reason that you have 3 of these African-American wrestlers that for whatever reason, even Kofi, after Kofi Mania, like,
they couldn't, they didn't.
Falling down on these guys.
Yeah, they haven't done the solo.
What do we do? Yeah. Big E was an enforcer for somebody else, and they had a contract. They didn't know what to do with it.
He was for Dolph Ziggler. He came out as
that?
bodyguard.
And yet Xavier Woods and his bit wasn't working, and Kofi Kingston was a thriller, but for some reason couldn't get off the big card. So what do we do?
And what was he? The Royal Rumble highlighter.
Oh,
right.
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
so he was a replacement for Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I'm talking about. You really don't know what to do with these guys now because you didn't know what to do with them then. Right? They've done everything they can do as the New Day, but you formed the New Day for this reason. You can't let it die. You have to figure out how to keep the New Day going.
Yeah.
Because honestly, outside of WWE, outside of the in-ring of WWE, the New Day is going to break itself.
Yeah.
You can't let it break up. How are you going to have them break up in ring?
And they got a podcast together.
I think you made your point. It's like when Stone Cold turned heel. Nobody wanted that.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I see where you're coming from now.
See, that's different. Because Stone Cold going bad and Stone Cold being good. Because here's the thing. Stone Cold was never really a good guy.
Yeah. See, no, but when he went completely heel, it was
But that was whole Stone Cold's whole stick. He was the guy that you root for, the guy that hated the company guy.
Yeah.
The guy that hated his boss.
Well, when he came in the middle. When he was in the middle,
But then for him to turn and join the boss that you literally had a whole feud with.
But it made it better, though.
But why? Yeah. Why did he join the boss?
Because he wanted to stick it to him.
But then they turned him heel. They turned him back. The whole alliance thing.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the whole concept was no matter if you hate the boss, you still got to do what the boss says. So that was like the whole concept of putting him in.
Stone Cold does what's best for Stone Cold.
Right.
Whether that means you team up with the evil so that way you get what you want out of it,
or
you
team
fight
up with the
evil because they're not letting you do what you want. Stone Cold was the anarchist, which means you can't predict him. If he's always anti, company, well, you can predict him.
And then I like when he did the corporation thing because it showed a little bit of the funny side with him and Kurt Angle.
Oh my god!
But then for him to just turn back to Stone
Cold, he was injured.
It was never as influential as when Hulk Hogan turned heel.
Right. That's true.
There you go.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But why did Hulk Hogan turn heel?
Because he was tired.
Again, Hulk Hogan was all the way face, turned all the way heel.
That's why it was
Stone Cold was in the middle, so if he went heel or face, it was not really a bigger impact.
I feel like it hurt the business more than it.
No, but you just watched the documentary that came out, right? Mm-hmm. Why did Hulk Hogan go heel?
It was best for business, brother.
No, it's because people were tired of him.
Mm-hmm. He had to change.
You had to do a complete flip because people were tired of babyface Hogan. People weren't tired of anarchist Stone Cold. That's why it wasn't as influential. But why do you do it? It's because it's built into the character that he does what he wants to do. He works with who he wants to work with for as long as he wants to work with them. Because at the end of the day,
and then when he gets tired of them,
he's about being on his own. Who else is another snake? Randy Orton.
And Randy Orton tells you,
do? What does Randy Orton do?
RKO
Whatever
you.
he wants. He works with people when he wants to.
Then again, Randy Orton was never the top babyface.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was when he first came out.
They tried to make him a babyface. It wasn't working. They rebranded him as being a company guy.
And then
right?
even when he was with Evolution,
he was the babyface of Evolution.
right, he was a face of the Evolution.
Where I feel like where Randy Orton really took off when he became the Legend Killer. That's
not when he took off.
I feel like that's
when he came back.
When he took off is when he betrayed Evolution.
No, when Evolution betrayed him and he fought back.
And he fought Batista and all of them.
And then when did he come back?
He became the Legend.
No, with the Legacy.
Oh yeah, with Ric Flair. Ric Flair.
No, he came back with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, the Legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how they came.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was never down, right? When his biggest downturn was when Evolution turned on him, right? But that built him into the solo act, right? That he joined Evolution to become in the first place, right?
I think that's
when he became Legend Killer was when he came back after injury, and they're like, "What do we do?" Yep. That's not when he took off. He was at the peak. He was a top respected because he was the rival. He was the antithesis of John Cena for a long time. They don't equate the Miz to the opposite of Cena, despite Miz beating him at WrestleMania. It's always been Randy Orton. It was Batista and Cena, then it was Orton and Cena, and then Orton had to do it when Cena was no longer Cena.
And with him being in Evolution when they betrayed him, that's when turned the voices in his head.
Yeah.
If you notice.
That's when he was started. I hear voices. The theme song. I hear voices.
He said, "I don't trust nobody." And I'm going to use people, and that's why he did with Ted and all of them. He used them, and he said it. I'm a rattlesnake. What you think I was going to do? A viper. I'm sorry. What do you think?
Like he was a better.
I'm going to bite.
He was a better heel than a face.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it. Always.
But, you want to talk about the first guy? It wasn't Roman Reigns. It was Randy Orton.
Yeah,
but
and
he never came.
Yeah. When he uses the RKO out of nowhere on somebody, he always looks at them and goes, "What you thought I was gonna do?" What you thought I was.
That's what we love about Team RKO is the fact that who's gonna hit it first? Is it gonna be the RKO or the Stunner?
Yeah, because they both betray people. So that's why they were like, he's gonna betray you.
Is that a bigger tag team than when Edge and Randy Orton became a tag team?
You know what? Rated RKO.
Rated RKO.
I think this version, right? Team RKO is more likely for fans. Like fans are more excited to see them turn each other. When Rated RKO was, these are the best bad guys.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
right? like when you had the Brothers of Destruction, you were like, okay, how do you beat them? Mm-hmm. Not is someone gonna beat? It's wrestling. Yeah. Someone's gonna beat them. But literally, you're talking about Undertaker and Kane. Big Show's gonna have to find another big guy. Like the only team that can beat the Brothers of Destruction realistically would be like Khali and Big Show. Yeah. Right? And now that would be a matchup. But you're still going to be like, but you can't pick for 3 seconds.
That's like right now, pick Braun Strowman with
Bronson Reed.
Who's going to beat him? Now, someone eventually is going to beat them, but how?
Yeah.
How?
Or one's going to turn on the other. Like when Kane turned on Undertaker.
Yeah, and that's the only way
that's the only way, yeah.
And even still, Undertaker versus 2 people, I'm probably still putting my money on Undertaker. You feel me?
Yeah. It could happen, but there's a lot of belts to be given and new belts to be coming out. So maybe storylines would think. But the whole twist of now that they're doing dark shows and all this, we probably won't be seeing too much of the storylines. But all of a sudden, Raw, we're like, when did this story happen? So there's going to be some people on TV, some people not on TV.
Well, yeah, like y'all know the very next night, Jay defended against wow.
No, it was the Saturday night thing?
No. It was the
Friday.
Friday.
SmackDown.
It was a dark event.
Yeah.
It was a dark.
They have the SmackDown logo still on it.
Oh, well, yeah. But it was a dark event that they had him fight Braun Breaker again, and he defended the title.
That's the reason why he came back and said, "You beat me." And if you listen to him, he said, "You beat me last night, and you're not gonna be the last time. You're not gonna see me." So he did it again, and then now he's waiting for who's gonna win versus Sammy. So he's next online saying, "This is the belt I'm gonna go for," which I think he'll probably be a good champion. He'd be the one to beat either Sammy or or Gusno, whatever they.
Gunther.
I still call him Walter. I do not like this Gunter change.
Gunter.
Gunter.
No.
Like my son says, why he has the beginning of Shark, Baby Shark.
Oh.
Dun, 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 Gunter. My son always laughs. He said, "That's the beginning
the
of
ring
of
general.
Shark. The ring general. You gotta do the general." What? You know the ring general. Like, what the heck is this?
In Soviet Russia, we break you.
He dies. He dies.
He dies.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let us know.
Who do you think is gonna come out
You
of
know,
this
I know.
bloodline?
So put a check mark that all the people that I said, like like the new bloodline, Rhea is not gonna win it.
He's gonna win it.
Nia Jax keeps the belt.
Nope.
Exactly, because she's not like most girls.
It's gonna be Tiff time.
Tiff time?
Yeah, Tiffany time, I'll probably let her out my dreams for that one moment. Let's see. Let's find out.
Man, you got all these girls in your dreams.
Hello.
When are you going to stop living in a fantasy?
Listen, in my dreams, I got like 17 virgins, 16 things. I got all these girls.
Yo, your dreams does not come with lumpia.
No. Hey, we'll be back right after Bad Blood to find out if some of our stories were right and to see what's going to happen, what developed. And then we're going to, again, tell our opinion. So watch that and watch the documentary. For some people, it shocked them.
For others, it was just
Mr.
another
McMahon.
WWE retelling.
Before we go, I don't know if you're going to hear it here first, but it looks like the entire Hurt business is in AEW.
Oh, yeah, because Shelton Benjamin just got signed.
Oh,
whoa.
And today.
Yes.
Hopefully they do
Bobby
something
Lashley.
with them.
And Bobby Lashley, as we spoke, got just signed. So remember I was telling you like that last time that they were waiting for this guy to finish his fight.
MVP did his
MVP already finished his fight with his mentor. So now he's coming. He's the last one to
come in.
So they got Benjamin. They got
Alexander,
Lashley and Alexander.
No.
Cedric. They didn't get Cedric.
Alexander, not yet.
Ooh.
Oh no, yeah, he's still
finishing his thing over at NXT.
NXT.
He may go, but I think NXT is trying to use him right now to groom up a new wrestler. So he'll
he got thick. He got thick. Watch him.
He's on the sauce.
Hey.
No. That's the natural.
No,
that's natural.
You know what that was?
6 years.
Yeah. 6 years later.
He got a little injury and he had nothing to do, so he started
eating.
No, he started weightlifting and all that.
You think you're gaining mass without gaining food? Come on.
You know what'd be shocking though? If Benjamin says we need another person and they bring Charlie Haas.
Why would you bring a white guy into
Charlie
a black
Haas?
business?
Yeah.
They need one.
They didn't need him.
They didn't need him.
Trying to get Alexander to come. God damn.
I don't know. But
Why?
we'll find out.
Why? Charlie Haas?
Stir it up. I don't know. But bring him in. I don't know.
How are they gonna get him?
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas.
It'd be a storyline.
And then next thing you know, you're gonna tell me they're gonna bring Kurt Angle back.
Oh, right. Well, he's still fighting. And he's still part of with WWE.
With all that money,
and also,
Tony Khan's throwing at these people.
I don't know his new name, but he's still dog to me. He threw on his little mention that no matter who comes,
he's not leaving.
He's not leaving.
Yeah.
And the belt is not going nowhere. And he was like, you can be Triple H, whoever you are. Was that a message straight?
No, that was a message to AEW.
That was
AEW was trying to poach him when he said that, and he was just like, after the way these guys have been treating me, you think I'm going to y'all?
Yeah.
No, he's not taking because now AEW be taking Impact to their and taking the belts. He's like the belt is not going nowhere but Impact.
AEW is starting to sound like WCW back in the day.
You think?
You think? With that said, we'll see y'all next time. Let's check it out. It is blood, and that's the blood that Roman Reigns is going to be dripping all over the thing.
That's cool. He can be bleeding when he's with a W in his record book.
We'll see you next time.